Hey everyone, how you doing today? It's me, David, coming to you from my whiskey den here in Central Ohio. I figured I would wrap up 2022 with one more bottom shelf bourbon battle. And I figured I would use the old venerable benchmark, old number 8 brand, 80 proof, out of Buffalo Trace Distillery, up against its brother, sister, cousin, ancient age, 80 proof, out of the Buffalo Trace Distillery. So, Mashbill number 1 from Buffalo Trace, Mashbill number 2 from Buffalo Trace. This is the same Mashbill. Benchmark uses the same Mashbill as its flagship Buffalo Trace bourbon, Colonel Taylor, Eagle Rare, and I believe Old Charter, which I do not have. I'd like to find that one of these days. Maybe next time I'm out of Ohio on a trip, I can pick that up because it ain't available here. Ancient Age is Mashbill number 2, which is the same as Ancient Age and Blanton's. So I have done a video somewhat recently of Ancient Age, and Blanton's in a head-to-head. And for bottom shelfers, I'm very surprised by the drinkability and quality of both of these. Both are relatively easy to access, unlike their bigger brothers and sisters of the same mash bills, because here in Ohio, Buffalo Trace is impossible to find. In out west, I found Buffalo Trace rather easily. Benchmark also has other expressions not found here in Ohio, so like full proof and barrel proof and bonded and all that. I think there's like 5 different expressions, which I have not seen here in the OH. Ancient Age, again, shares the same mash bill as Ancient Age and Blanton's, which I've seen Ancient Age here. I have it on my shelf over here. Yes, I have it on my shelf. And Blanton's is also equally, you can't find that very easily anywhere. So here we go. Again, both of these, 80 proof, aged for at least 36 months. It says so right here on the neck label. So we'll see how they are head to head. It might probably be a draw because I like both of these very much so. So here we go. Man, the benchmark I really like, and I do recommend this as a bottom shelfer. Actually, I recommend both. I did a video recently as well, my 5 favorite bottom shelf selections. Both of them are on the list. So let's see what we got. Benchmark. Smells nice and sweet. Has a, it's pretty balanced. It's a nice, drinkable all-around bourbon. Let's see. Yeah, it's nice. It's the low rye mash bill, so it's corn sweet. I think it's got less than 10% rye from what I've found in there. So it's a nice sweet bourbon. Nothing to be ashamed of. I like it. I do like it better than Buffalo Trace for sure. It's probably, of the 4 Buffalo Trace Mash Bill 1 bourbons that I have, apart from the Colonel Taylor, it's probably my favorite of the 4 I have. Colonel Taylor is a really good bourbon. I would say this is, for me, on par with the Colonel Taylor. It is a lower proof. Colonel Taylor is bottled in bond, so it's 100 proof. But man, if you can't find Colonel Taylor, I mean, this is an excellent substitute, believe it or not. From my mouth to your ears. So there we are. So Ancient Age. Again, same mash bill as Blanton's. So another impossible to find bourbon. But, the Blanton's is right there at 92-ish. 93 proof. I think. What's it say? Yeah, 93 proof. So, but, man, each of these are like in the $11 to $12 range. Again, now this Ancient Age, again, like the Benchmark, super smooth, easy to drink, no burn whatsoever. Neither one of them have that obnoxious burn. These are excellent, not just, I wouldn't say excellent value bourbons, but just excellent bourbons of value. It is a tie. The Ancient Age has a bit more of a rye kick and finish at the end. But man, both of these are, for me, buttery smooth. I cannot stand, cheap rock gut bourbons. And if either one of these were cheap rot gut bourbons, I would in no way recommend these. Look over some of my older videos where I have reviewed cheap bourbons, and I will tell you to stay away from them. But if you are looking for a higher rye bottom shelfer, if you want a little bit of that rye kick, go for that Ancient Age. It's like the poor man's Blanton's. So if you cannot find, I know you probably cannot find Blanton's, excellent substitute. I shouldn't even say substitute, excellent younger brother of Blanton's. It really delivers at an affordable price. The Benchmark. I prefer Benchmark over Buffalo Trace and Eagle Rare. Same mash bill. Little bit lower proof. Eagle Rare and Buffalo Trace, I believe, are both 90 proof. Yes, they are. Eagle Rare, I'm very disappointed in. You will find my first taste video here on the channel of that. It just has an oaky, heavy flavor that Benchmark does not have. Again, both of them very drinkable, very satisfying. Nothing wrong with them whatsoever. And I would wholeheartedly recommend either one of them. If you want something a little sweeter without that rye hit, get the Benchmark. If you want something that's got a little spicy kick to it, but not too much, get the Ancient Age. Or if you got $25 to burn, get both of them and do your own comparisons. So there you go. Hope that makes sense to you. Neither one of them is a disappointment in my book. So, and I was pleasantly surprised each time I tried these two bourbons. So, there you go. Until next time, it is me, David, coming to you from my whiskey den here in Central Ohio. Hope your next pour is your next pour. No, hope your next pour is your best pour. And we'll catch you soon. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on into 2023 with some more reviews. Thanks again. And one other thing, before I forget. My buddy Bob out in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, asked me to make sure that I say this. Smash that subscribe button and pound on that like button. But, don't quite smash and pound, because then I don't want you to break your phone or your keyboard or anything like that. So just like and subscribe, okay? And I'll remind you of that in just a second.
Hey everyone, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe so you can be notified of future videos as they drop. Thanks for watching.